past that so we can move on. Alright, so then it's going right to the neuroemotional. Okay. So neuroemotional. So let me go get the block flowers for that.
Narrow emotional.
I'm not emotional right now at all. Not at all.
There's 36 different Bach flowers here.
What are those?
So Bach flowers are basically just energy essences that helps to stimulate the neuroemotional centers of the brain.
Okay.
So wherever there's a block, it kind of helps to stimulate in a way to we can get past that hurdle.
Okay.
Move on.
Okay.
You had 4 show up.
Okay.
So we're gonna put all those into a dropper bottle,
Okay.
and you're gonna just take them under your tongue,
Okay.
and just gonna melt your problem away like snow in the sunshine. So you're gonna do 12 drops twice a day.
Okay.
It's a homeopathic, so you want to put them under your tongue. Don't want you to drink anything 10 minutes before and after you take them.
I like that so much better than taking the pills.
Yeah. Okay.
Before I thought you were wiping her hair down the
Oh,
side of the cheek.
No, that's just those points on the scalp that basically, we call them TL points, that when you tap on them, whatever energy we're kind of focused on, it helps us to go on to the next. Like it resets that,
Huh.
or else the body gets hung up there. It says, wait, you didn't fix this. We know how to fix it with the Bach flower. But I'd have to mix that and put it in her mouth, and then that stimulation would resolve it, and then we could move on. I don't want to take that time. So I just do a quick trip.
Yeah.
Trip past that. So now we are on chemical, finally. And it's both ovary and uterus, but I'm getting more of a uterine issue. Okay?
That
So-
makes sense.
I want you to touch right there for me. Wow. Going right back to emotions again. We got some past emotional stuff going on.
Yeah.
See how that's not, even the Bach flower I made you is not resolving this one. It's getting really
I
specific.
get a little bit of post-traumatic stress when I even think about infertility stuff, so.
And that energy can really influence your biochemical balance
Yeah.
of it all.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's why, people that have like emotional issues can express into disease or illness states physically
Right.
because of that. So,
Yeah.
okay, it can be fixed. Interesting. Let's go into what we call cloacal points, okay?
What is that?
Cloacal points are basically the very beginning, you know how we talked about the fetus and the beginning of growth from the nervous system and then the meridian system all intertwined kind of?
Yeah.
Cloacal points are those beginning, there's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different cloacal points that basically are the first points that form of that meridian system
Okay.
as a fetus.
Okay.
And those are either, well, there can be things that influence them. So this kind of goes way back to, not, way back, like fetus back. So it's the posterior sacrum and the clavicular right here. Okay, you can let your arm down for a minute. Usually we get them on the same side, but you're getting one on the front, one on the back, so it's kind of an interesting twist. You're breaking the rules.
I want to make it easy for you, right?
So what I can actually feel is kind of like a pulse. Now, this is kind of tapped into the meridian energy system.
Yeah.
And so the energy that you feel should be both of these pulses together, but I'm feeling them opposite.
Really?
So what I'm doing is I'm kind of like the conduit connecting that energy until the two beats come together. So we're basically organizing that meridian system to flow.
Mm.
It's getting there. And there we are. Perfect. Okay. Stay there. Okay, so I'm gonna get you a bracelet
Okay.
because it's going now to your electromagnetic. It's going everywhere. So this kind of helps balance the electromagnetic energy, but I'm actually gonna get you one that has a chip in it,
Okay.
so that when your energy flows through it, it just keeps it neutral.
Okay.
So the influences like microwaves, cell phones, fluorescent light, all this stuff, when it gets, because your energy is so fragile,
Yeah.
we want to like make sure that whatever gets near you zaps and it doesn't affect your energy. Because we want you stable.
Okay.
And it has to be on the left wrist for some reason.
Okay.
Okay, cool. Okay, I think we're good. We can actually get to the whole purpose why you're here.
Really?
After clearing
After
out all
all.
those layers.
I'm just all over the place.
Okay, good. Now we're back to the chemicals. So now we can actually see what nutritional deficiencies we have, enzymes, vitamins, minerals, different herbs that will help stimulate this. Do we need to go to bioidentical hormones? Do you actually need to do blood tests to see what your hormone ratios are, all that stuff, okay? Just start with a homeopathic formula called hormone combination.
Okay.
See, because we're tapped into a weakness.
Yeah.
We put that in there, boom, strengthens. So that's good, that's positive.
Okay.
Nope.
Ooh.
That one's good.
She does better with drops anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't like
so
pills.
I get tired of taking pills. Like, oh.
That was weak.
That does good. Okay, so the hormone combo, we're gonna do 9 drops twice a day. And this one's called Fem Plus. We're gonna do 13 drops twice a day of that one.
Do I have to wait 10 minutes between each of these, or?
Yeah, this
Okay.
the hormone combination is a homeopathic.
Okay.
Same as the Bach flower remedy.
Mm-hmm.
So those you want to take along. You want them to absorb into the mucosal lining of the cheeks to get into your bloodstream,
Okay.
to the blood-brain barrier,
Okay.
and then drop your system. Okay.
So it's.
This one doesn't
No.
matter because it's an herb.
Oh, okay.
It's just a nasty bitter. You're gonna do 13 drops and a little bit of glass to shoot it down.
Okay.
Chase it with something.
Okay. Okay. But then the other one's like, wait 10 minutes after taking one and then do it, and then next one.
Yeah. So kind of like space them out. So like first thing in the morning you take one,
Mm-hmm.
and 10, 15 minutes later you can do the drops or the other one.
I'm still gonna have to set alarms on my
And then
phone, so
on top of your thyroid drops too.
yeah, there may
Yeah,
still
we're
do it.
gonna check that out in a minute.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
kinda-
See how that's going.
Okay, so we're tapped into uterus.
Mhm.
Okay. When I go to thyroid, it's not connecting. In other words,
Thyroid's not gonna have a problem with uterus.
it's not yet.
Okay.
But when I go to the hypothalamus, the brain, it does.
That one we
So the
we've
boss
talked
of the
about that one
endocrine
a little
system.
bit before too. I
And that is the amino acid quicksilver drops.
think. Okay.
Remember those? Did we ever get you on those?
Mhm.
Those are the 7 essential amino acids that the brain needs to
Okay.
make cerebrospinal fluid, which helps your neurotransmission and brain function.
I've been listening to
which when that's working, your thyroid will turn on.
that.
Hey.
Okay.
Maybe I need
And then the
that.
whole endocrine system. I take it just because I need all the help I can
I
get.
know.
Well, it's kind of interesting because I, just this last year, I got a pee, sorry.
We're right there.
Yeah, sorry.
Got
So
that
what I
one.
was checking was your uterine position,
Mm-hmm,
and it's falling to the right.
okay,
Okay, so it's tilted that way.
okay,
So we can do a uterine lift
okay,
to get that uterus back in the right spot.
okay,
Okay, so that's going to be a series of technique to do that and to
Okay.
accomplish that. And then, so we're going to get you on the Fem Plus, we can get you on the hormone combo, the essential fatty acids, and then we're going to get you on a raspberry tea leaf tea.
okay,
Okay, because that strengthens the uterus, so it can handle the whole stage of
okay.
the pregnancy. Okay,
Well,
once you
make
get
it-
all your ducks in a row per se, and
Yeah.
you get pregnant.
Yeah,
Okay, now the trick is to keep it, right?
right,
And so the ladies that get into those problems like 2-3 months down the road and then all of a sudden it doesn't stay,
Yeah.
then that's usually a uterine stability problem, okay? Or a progesterone problem, okay? So you wanna make sure our progesterone levels, because that keeps you pregnant. And then the rest is just the house, it's just gotta keep it
yeah,
stable and keep it comfortable and keep it growing and progressing.
right,
And so that's all, so that's that inside wall, the nourishment and the strength of all that
yeah,
to keep feeding and keep that productive, so.
Okay.
That's what the tea tree oil does, it just keeps all that healthy and strong so that you can persist through the whole pregnancy.
okay, great.
Alright, okay. Just scanning your hips are off, so we're gonna get the hip alignment there as well with all this.
Yeah, they are.
Sweet. For some reason, the right ovary is showing up. It may be its month, you know, because they just alternate.
Right, right.
The right. Okay. All right. I'm just releasing the psoas muscles, kind of hip flexor, to release some blood pressure on that back.
I like, oh, that's good.
You sore? What's going
Yeah,
on?
it hurts inside. A little bit.
Now you haven't had any surgeries like ovary cysts or
I haven't had surgeries for it. I did have one cyst burst a
Okay.
long time ago.
okay.
And I've had like,
A lappers.
I've had a laparoscopy, like
Okay.
exploratory surgery, and then where they shoot the dye up into your tubes to make sure. That's what I've had now.
Okay.
But
Okay. Because I'm just kind of seeing, because the amount of pain that's there, if there's scar tissue, adhesions, if it's just inflammatory, you know, something. All right, so let's go this way.
Okay. I was gonna fall off the table. Oh, my door popped.
Okay, let's go the other way.
Did you hear that?
Or the table.
Oh, big one.
Okay.
Oh, sorry.
What?
Just.
Your back
Mm-hmm.
up in here?
Yeah. Down just a little bit too.
Is that your point you're talking about?
Yeah, and I'm actually feeling it right in there too. Yeah.
Okay, what happens there? Is that just tickling?
That
Let me
is
just do
tickling,
a
but
tap real quick.
okay.
Does that hurt?
No,
Okay.
feels good actually.
All right, we're gonna, hold on. Those jitters that you used to get, you know, remember all the time?
Yeah.
Those have gotten better.
Oh, so much better. Sorry.
That's good. Do it again.
Oh dear.
is your name?
It's proper. Rolled one coming out and all, you know.
That was good.
You guys seen that?
Yeah. I might go see it again.
Nice.
Oh, that felt much better.
Face up. Yeah, my kids also, I haven't seen it yet.
It's good. I liked it a lot.
Nice.
That was a loud one. Well, in my head it was loud.
There's a lot of things in your head that are like, don't steal my bracelet when we do.
What?
Don't steal my bracelet.
Okay. What were we gonna do?
Okay, so we're good there. We got the pelvis in line. We got the spine kind of unraveled, so things are actually communicating.
Yeah.
Before I do the uterine lift, I want to do something quick.
Okay. I know my neck's been popping a
Yeah,
lot
that's
lately.
where I'm going to go. You're out in your upper neck. Take a
Yeah.
deep breath in. Breathe out. Okay.
This is gonna be good. You got this one,
Right there, huh?
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
rather tender.
Let's just get a trigger point. Hold on that for a minute. Get the muscles to relax. Just kind of try and get your head to fall into my hands and relax.
Yeah, she's got knots in her shoulders and her neck.
Yeah, she's tight. Yeah, a lot of times you release the muscle stress.
Mm-hmm.
So when they spasm and tighten, they attach to the vertebrae. So those are the things that are actually pulling on the bones. That's why we do a lot of massage and muscle work prior to the adjustment. They just relax. Chin up toward me. Good.
Whoa, did you hear that? That was good.
Chin up.
Oh my gosh, did you hear that one? Wow.
I think they heard it down the block.
So much better.
All right. Actually, undo the belt. It's right in the way.
Ooh, it's like, it hurts in there.
Okay. Okay, ready? Knees up. Up. Breathe in. Breathe out. Down.
Oh, down when I breathe out. Sorry.
Okay, up. Breathe in. Breathe out, down. Good. Breathe in. Up. Breathe out, down. One more. And down. Okay. All right, good. Yay. Did something, because the energy's balanced.
I just
On a
got chills. Did
structural.
you feel that?
Did
thought
you?
you could feel. I got chills like it's going down my arms. I got chills down my legs.
Some energy,
I'm getting
there's some
goosebumps.
energy change going on.
You see that? Ooh, I'm getting
Yep.
goosebumps.
So, like I say, that's the whole energy neurology connection. Okay?
Going down my. I'm getting goosebumps. Like.
You're alive.
not
You're
stopping.
alive.
Like. Oh my gosh.
Take a deep breath. Breathe out. But we've done a lot of stuff today, and you're already kind of fragile.
Yeah.
So I don't dare do anything else. But because neurologically, you know, with your thyroid stuff and that whole past stuff
Mhm.
that we've had, we've got to kind of treat things delicately.
Okay.
But we made good
That feels-
progress.
Actually, that might sound way weird, but that feels good. That.
I can jump on you.
It
Hold
was-
on.
It's like
No.
Like how there's that really bad pain when you.
at first.
Yeah.
No, it's not so much.
But yeah, I don't feel that anymore. Like that, I feel like I could like seriously relax right now. It feels so good. I've had that really, I've had that pain for
Yeah, right in
quite
the,
a few years now, and
yeah, that's why I was asking about cysts and other things like that, you know, because there was some pretty bound up energy there. Some really like old stuck, you know, so we just kind of had to like release all that.
yeah, it feels like I can relax. Like that just feels
Cool.
so good.
And that's, like I said, when that uterus is in its right sphere, because it has to rotate. Every visceral organ
Yeah.
has its own area of space that it has to like be able to move and rotate. And if it can't,
Mhm.
and it's stuck, then it can't work biologically correctly and everything. It just, and then from there it can start going into illness and disease. You know? So that's the whole manipulative part of the visceral system to get it back
That
into
just
your
feels
right
like
position.
actually feels so much better. That hurt at first. That,
Oh yeah,
that
because
first
that to
one.
break
Yeah.
the rust basically. You gotta break those cobwebs, you know? Get it in the right position.
That feels so much better. Oh.
That's really warm.
You feel that?
Yeah.
You're sensitive. So most people
Like-
don't feel it.
Yeah, I didn't feel it. That's where the lasers are at. Yep.
Feels warm. Is that weird? You're not supposed to feel it, right?
Yeah, normally they don't feel it unless you're really in tune to energy type stuff.
Alright, so it's about 2:30 in the morning. We've had a long day. But we are so excited and thrilled to hear the news that we got from Doc today. Feeling so encouraged and hopeful, and I just can't even believe the timeline that he gave us, thinking it's going to be like 9-10 months before we're going to be ready to do it. So to think that, I don't know, if we were ready, we could do it in 2 to 3 months. If,
We'll
I don't know, we gotta see. Yeah, so we're trying to be as prepared and as ready as we possibly can physically right now. So I know this might seem a little bit different, and we'll do another video. It's probably gonna be a little long, but explaining how we found Doc, why we are so excited, and
How much of a difference he is compared to your normal doctor.
yeah, and really why we wanted to go see him as our very first step in getting ready for this IVF treatment. Yeah. So we're really excited. It's incredible. We want to share this with Doc, with everything that he's done for us. We want to scream it from the rooftops, everything that he's done for us, and the difference that he's made for us health-wise. So we're just gonna end the vlog. I can't even talk anymore. I'm so tired.
It is late.
Yeah, see these bags? I've been working on these things. Yeah, so we're just gonna end the vlog tonight. See if we can get this one up faster than the one today,
Yeah.
since it's going up around 3 o'clock in the morning. So anyway, signing off.
Thanks for watching. Have a good night, and we will have another one ready for you tomorrow.
We'll do our best. Thanks for following along. Good night.